I know you guys have been waiting for an update on Matt's truck. Here is Matt's truck. So we got it off the lift because the next step is going back to fab. The problem is I can't get it to fab because I got too many trucks lined up. Line it up!
We're supposed to repair all this? When's Randy coming back?
We're gonna put it all back together, get it running, beautiful, and then we're gonna shoot it with more bullets. Hit.
And there's been a big build we've been working on for a long time. We're wrapping up the work on this truck to get this out of the way, and then we can put it back in a fab and get it wrapped up. This guy should be coming out of here in the next 24, 48 hours or so. And then Matt's truck is going back there, and I'll show you what we're gonna be doing. So we've got new rocker panel protection going on, full steel, and actually, because this truck has been turned into a cheese grater so badly, we're doing reinforced rocker panel protection for Matt. We have support pieces in here, doubling plates all over the place, so this thing's gonna be a lot stronger. That's important because it holds all of this area down here together, and especially after what Matt and the boys did to that side of the truck, it needs it. Then from there, we're gonna do kind of a half exoskeleton on here. We'll do like a roll cage that comes up and around, maybe up here. And some of it is like, we don't really know exactly what we're gonna be doing until we start laying out material. It's kind of like doing a painting. You have to take an artistic approach and say, okay, what's functional and what looks good? And you may have it all planned out on the CAD program, and it looks good on the computer, and you cut the material, you bend it, you put it on there, and it looks horrible. It kind of misses the line. So we're gonna integrate the lines in here. This is gonna take a while to do, but we'll do a full roll cage that kind of wraps up and around here, primarily to protect the occupants or people walking by from cutting themselves on this. We're gonna go through here and sand down, clean up all of these holes in here, probably get in there on each individual one and die grind out that sharp metal. Like, check this out. So you got like this serrated material here. We got a lot more on this side that needs to be cleaned up. All this, just imagine just raking your hand across here. And you know every kid out there is gonna wanna stick their finger in here. So what we're gonna do is do a roll cage around here, do aluminum plate on here, and then that'll protect it from kids hitting it. But secondarily is we're gonna get in here and grind all that stuff out, clean it up, make sure it's safe for the public. Maybe doing like half doors, like a tubular steel door down here. New seats, obviously, no doors because that door is toast, as you can see. I mean, that's kind of the update on that. Back to fab this week, and once it's cleaned up in fab, we'll get it painted. We'll get the truck back up here. There's so many different things that are like, I'm juggling in my head right now. Trying to get everything lined up and situated so it all kind of fits in place perfectly is daunting. Another update to go over to is Chris's truck, Chris Singh. So his truck is still at paint. They're doing an excellent job. I've been down there every 2 days. I go down and visit his truck. But interior is almost done, so let's go take a look at the interior. I'm hoping, again, the whole juggling act of like all these huge builds, I'm hoping that if Chris's truck comes back from paint and we have interior just about ready to go and drop it in place. So I know it's close, but I know we're also missing the seats. So let's check this out. What's up, Roy? Hey, boss. How you doing, dude? All right, so we are interrupting Roy, as always, to bother him.
That's fine.
We want to check out some of Chris's interior. Okay. So that is Hermes Orange. Did I pronounce it right? Camera lady? Hermes orange. Oh, by the way, you know how I've been always complaining about firing Jason? Guess who got fired? Not her. Jason did. I'm just kidding. He's just not here today. So Kinley is here filming for us. So this is the Hermes orange. Again, did I pronounce that properly?
I think it's Hermes. What do you say?
I think it's Hermes, not Hermes.
No.
I got yelled at by my wife, guys, so I don't know. But anyways, it's a full custom dyed batch for us, or for Chris. These are some of the other interior parts going in. Roy is finishing up all of that. Overhead console for the Alpha is right here in black. So we're doing black leather and I think black suede on the top, then orange down on the bottom. And here's the upper armrest area for the door panel. So the Alpha Hummer has a two-piece door panel. And this guy goes right up here, so check that out. Yeah. Dude, that looks insane. Oh my gosh, look at that. Dude, that looks really good. I like it. Yeah, it looks really good. Good job, Roy. Chris is gonna be excited about this. It's just super clean. It's definitely a strong color, but wait until you guys see Chris's truck. It is going to be insane. The color he chose. Do you know what color he chose? Did I tell you?
No.
Oh. Hey, you gotta turn off the camera and then I'll tell you. Update on Matt's truck. We've actually got a lot of work done on it. We got in here, we stripped off, like literally spent almost, 2.5, 3 weeks on stripping off all of the vinyl wrap on here. We got the doors off. There's a couple doors left here, what's left of them. Pretty bad. We got all of the interior removed out of here so we can kind of assess like where we stand with it. Spent almost a week and a half just on cleaning up the body panels. So if you remember, we had all this sharp metal that was exposed here. You could not run your hand across it like this. I mean, I'm not even looking at it and it's safe to the touch. On top of that too, we came on the back side, pulled all the body panels out and cleaned up the inside of it as much as we possibly could. So like down here, this whole area is all compromised. It's actually very safe to the touch now. It's not sharp at all. Backside isn't bad at all either. Wanted to have like at least the body panel safe to the touch so that if you do happen to accidentally touch it, you're not gonna rip your hand open. I mean, there's no way like a few weeks ago, I could do this without looking at the truck. That's huge right there. When we had the body off, we got all the suspension work kind of dialed in. So check this out down here. Can't really see much of it. We'll show you guys more later when we get the body off again. You can see all new suspension down here. Everything's dialed in mechanically down there. We've got the engine being built up right now. Transmission's done. We're gonna get it all together here probably the next week. And it was kind of a dead time, so that gave us the opportunity to run the truck back into fab. The game plan is to do like a half exoskeleton cage that comes around here, covers all of this. It'll give rigidity to the compromised body panels now. Anybody coming by, you're not gonna be able to get in here and touch all these holes. If you happen to, they're pretty safe to the touch. I mean, I wouldn't recommend sticking your finger in a hole that you don't know what's on the inside, but you know, there's people out there. So that's gonna protect all of that. So now we gotta come up with a game plan on how we're gonna create this exoskeleton.
It's like a half exoskeleton then?
Yeah.
Not like full over the top?
We're not gonna go over the top. It's just gonna be the bottom half. So it's gonna give like a full like cage on the bottom half. First and foremost is it's gonna give rigidity back to the truck and the body panels. Secondarily is the utilitarian standpoint is it's gonna protect the whole truck from off-roading. I mean, you could run this thing into virtually anything you want to, and it's gonna be protected. And then on top of that too, is it's gonna protect people from touching the actual truck itself. A bunch of different advantages with doing that half exoskeleton cage on here. There really wasn't a huge advantage to doing a full roll cage around the top. The other issue too is just the amount of time when you get into it. That turns into potentially a 2-year build, and we just don't have that time frame to build this truck up. We wanna get it back out to Matt so he can start utilizing it right away. So now we got all the interior panels out of here, trying to check out like how bad this whole truck is. And as you can see, the wire harness is completely shot. We'll probably just rewire the whole truck up. I mean, look at that. It's just sawed in half. Tracking down every wire that's damaged, it's not possible. It's just everything shot at it. So I think what we gotta do is just gut this truck of all the wiring, do some half doors here, and just have like an awesome trail truck.
All right, let's go find Dylan.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so I got Dylan here. We're gonna go over and start getting a game plan as far as like where all the tubes are gonna go. First and foremost, what you don't see here is a whole rocker panel protection, which is like a solid steel tub that goes underneath the truck we're building up right now. It has like a angular rock rail that goes across here as well, and we're gonna integrate that exoskeleton into it. So Noah over there is building them up right now, so we can start slapping them on and then build up the cage. We gotta start coming up with some type of game plan. The biggest thing, Dylan, is I wanna cover up like all of this as much as possible to give some protection so it doesn't look like it's compromised at all. It doesn't look like it has 10,000 bullet holes in there. Yeah.
All right, cool.
So that's kind of the game plan. The rocker panel protection is gonna be on here. We'll tie it into it. And what I'm thinking is maybe have the tube kind of follow along here, maybe tie into the rocker panel protection there. And then maybe like, I don't know, what do you think? Like that? Come up over the hood slightly.
Yeah, and then come straight back.
And then, yeah, then we can come back. Something like that.
Okay.
So we're also doing half doors too. So steel half doors across here. We can tie into this bar here. So I'm kind of thinking something like that. Or maybe run this out to the other end there. Oh, you know what? I want to maybe bring it up a little bit higher. Yeah, okay, so if we run it across here, we could do like 1/4-inch steel plate that actually goes over this door sill.
Okay.
We go over the door sill, then obviously it's gonna protect this, but gives you a nice little platform to step into.
Yeah.
Run that bar there.
Then have it come up this way.
Oh, wait, let's bring it back a little bit further though. I'm thinking like right up to the edge,
Okay.
like that.
And then up this way.
My thought is we do the steel tubes
Mm-hmm.
and then we do aluminum inserts in here.
Okay.
So you have like an aluminum panel that covers over this.
Well, what do you think if we went up this way and then we had a bar tie in here and then the aluminum plate?
We need another bar here.
Yeah.
So we may have 2 bars. It may look a little weird.
Okay.
Maybe have this one bend across there.
Bend across, okay.
Yeah, so let's do that. Yeah. And then let's go across here. Maybe bring it up a little bit. We'll cover up a few of these panels here, the holes.
And then down like that. Here, I'll
Yeah.
break that.
Yeah, I like that. Maybe have 2 bars that tie into the belly pan here, the rocker panel protection. Because if we have 2 bars that come down, it'll look pretty cool. And you got 2 up there, maybe, to tie into it.
These 2 coming down with the quick disconnects.
Yeah.
And this one coming
Yeah.
into it. Okay.
Like on the Exo?
Yeah, exactly, just like the Exo. So these guys allow us to like weld them in place and then unbolt them, and then you can take the whole panel off, the whole cage off. Then same thing here. I'm thinking maybe up and then over and then down.
Okay.
Dylan's got a program, a CNC program that he runs that you can lay out like all the tubes and see how it looks. But even then, it just doesn't like, it looks different in reality. So
Yeah, it does.
Kind of use that with a grain of salt.
Definitely. Yeah, it's more of a tool than like the actual like.
It gets you close, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely. And then you're thinking you want to come out a little bit and then come
Yeah,
down?
yeah.
Okay.
Something where like a nice little bend up here.
Okay.
And down.
Come down and then kind of kick it like half?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? If we're doing that, so if we got, let's say it comes down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make that bend here. Something like that, maybe.
That's like an actual like performance roll cage.
Yeah. Rock cage. But then you also have a lot of access here where your feet kind of come in and out.
Right.
If you come up too high, then you're like stepping into a full-blown, race car cage. Let's mimic that same design and maybe have this thing change here and it comes down or something.
Maybe at where there's a little bit of a bend here, it can kind of come out.
Yeah, we could try that. So maybe it's something like that.
Okay.
All right, so we got our concept. We'll figure out how it ties in the back, but that's later. Let's get it. If we get back here in a couple days, we're good. And then we can tie in the rest going around the corner. The front is getting our D-ring brush guard. So you're gonna have the exoskeleton here and the D-ring brush guard is gonna be up here and coming up and over. So really it's just this area here is gonna be exposed. It's minimal. That's the game plan. So you're gonna start bending up some tubes. Noah's working on the rocker panel protection right now. So that should be done in the next couple hours or so. Any questions? All right, let's do it.
I'll do it. You almost done? You almost done?
Yep.
How much longer?
By tomorrow.
By tomorrow? Hell yeah.
All morning.
You got the other one done? Or just this one?
No, this is grab a set right now. After we try to see some by Wednesday.
Okay. Cool. Looks good, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, man.
Where are you at, my friend?
I am finishing up the first version. Exoskeleton's gonna look like.
See it?
Yeah, you can see it. So that's just a side profile of it. That being the front of the truck, to the right, behind.
You able to spin around at all?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna cut some stuff right now if you want to check out how the machine works.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. I gotta load it real quick, so bear with me.
So how's this thing work?
It takes that program that I just showed you guys, and this machine basically is like, okay, I'll cut here, or I'll mark a bend location. Just kind of makes everything easier for us. Makes it a little more production. In the design I have, if there's a tube that goes in another tube, and there's a notch right there, it'll cut that, put it in the right spot for me, and then let's say there's a bend up here, it'll mark where my start of bend is. Everything's pretty accurate and a lot faster.
Oh, just the man I was looking for.
What's up, Jason?
What are you doing?
I'm on the other side putting tubes on.
Oh,
If you want to take a look. Well,
Yeah.
mocking them up. They're not on there permanently yet. That's what I got so far. This is the side half of our exoskeleton. Before I get those belly pans that Noah just got done, I want to mock everything up, make sure everything's fitting properly. I want to kind of make sure everything's good and double check with Ryan, make sure the design's going in the direction he wants. The exo part will mount to the belly pan. I don't know if you can see, but I got these stanchions down here. They'll get cut shorter. That's just so I have room to play. But that'll mount to the belly pan to these guys. So if for whatever reason he wants to take it off, he can take it off. Still working with Ryan on it. There might be a disconnect in between here, just so if it does come off, it's not one giant piece coming off. That's a good point I forgot to mention. The factory hinge locations for the doors, there's gonna be a bracket that welds too. So it'll bolt into the truck and it'll weld to the, can't speak today. The cage, thank you. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, this is good.
Thanks.
All right, I'll let you get back to work.
Finally. I got a deadline to make, man.
All right, well,
Gotta
then
be
get
done.
back to it.
I gotta be
Hurry up.
done, man. I'm sitting here talking to you.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, get out of here. I really gotta work now.